starting.
Embrace. We're not gonna just pass. We're not gonna just add. We're not gonna.
What you say?
That's why they're called secrets.
Cancun.
We ain't gonna pass Cancun now. We just ain't gonna just pass
That's
that like
Cancun in them Dingling museum.
With the Dingaling museums, yes.
I was at Senor Frogs on $20. You drank all night. So after that, I can't even do tequila till this day. That should just let me show you what's going on. Just the smell of it reminds
you know what? I'm gonna say, hold on, Embrace, real quick.
Okay.
Before I lose it. My church went on a cruise. I never go on a church cruise again in my life. They got off the boat. They paid for the resort. The resort had free alcohol all day.
They know how to act.
You could get whatever you want. It was free all day. I mean, them Long Island Ice, they was just. And when we got back, I'm looking. I said, "Ain't that Deacon Robinson? Why is he in a wheelchair? He hurt himself." Shit, Deacon was like this. Shit. Drunk. 98% of the church was drunk. Even the pastor was tripping a little bit. I said, "God damn, Pastor, you too."
Yeah.
He said, "Man, they slipped up on me. They just kept bringing them." I say, "God damn, boy."
They'll do that if you don't say stop. You know what I'm saying?
Now you out there about to argue with your wife. Can I ask you a question? Now let me say what I got to say. God damn it.
So the thing is that we don't do courting anymore. We don't get to know each other anymore. It's like people have to sleep with each other first and then decide if they want to deal with each other. It's crazy. Is that they don't take the time. You give your body, like, people are giving each other away like it's giving away candy on Halloween. And I always remember my dad saying, "Your body is a temple. Your body is a temple." And I used to hear that voice when a boy would try to, you know, "Your body is a temple. I can't do this. I gotta go. I gotta go." You know, it's crazy. And again, it all comes down to babies having babies. You know, these kids are not being taught properly. You know, they're being taught BS in school. And instead of learning fractions, there was literally a class that we all parents fought the school system on how to eat ass in his health class. Why are we teaching kids how to eat ass? It should have been how to wash your ass. Okay?
Watch my video on that.
Oh God!
I got a whole live stream on how to wash.
We're gonna keep talking about this ass. Huh?
Wow.
This is where we at.
So, yes, this is where we're at. And if we adults don't take that same concept, it takes a village. You know, what do we got to look forward to? What do our kids got to look forward to? You know, again, I have a son. I pray for him 2-3 times a day, and for me, because I don't want to catch a charge. So, you know. So I wouldn't mind. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you remember what I told you, Embrace the Grace, a few weeks ago about my 11-year-old son? The girl sent him a text and said, "When the substitute comes, I want to sneak off so you can go eat my pussy." That's what she told him. She was 11.
My son had a nude, and I told him to delete that, and I showed the law to him. That's child pornography. If you have naked pictures of a minor in your phone, it is child pornography, and her parents can. But Mom, she sent it. I read the whole thread. There was not one time when he asked her to send her a nude, but to get him to like her, "I'll send you this." I erased it. I checked his gallery. I checked his secret app gallery. I checked all of that. So, you gotta know.
Come on, Mom.
You gotta know these apps that these kids have and hide stuff. You think they're just gonna show you the generic phone, but you got to get deep in it. You know, and we got to teach these kids, these girls, these boys.
You gotta get deep.
But Snapchat is something different, boy.
Embrace the grace. I think there's a new thing on Instagram. My son was telling me about. I don't know if they released it yet, but my son said that if you have an Instagram and you're logged into it, and somebody asks you for the password, now you're able to have 2 passwords. One password is to get into the actual Instagram. The other one is to delete the entire page if someone asks for your information. So, say for instance, your password is tickle.
Okay.
And, right? You look at Instagram, you see all your shit. But then, say for somebody said, "Give me your phone, Embrace. I want to see what you've been messaging." And you tell your boyfriend, he said, "What's the password?" And you say, "Tickle me." And he types in "tickle me." It deletes all the photos, all the threads, like this.
God damn.
So it's
Wow.
gonna be a two-parted password. So one password to delete the page, one password to open the actual page.
That's crazy.
So think about that. So when parents be like, "Give me your phone, let me check your phone," shit, they say, "Hold on, mom, I'm gonna log in for you," and everything get deleted. And
At the end of the day, sex is no longer sacred. It's just an act of insertion. That's it.
Yep.
You know.
Now, Embrace. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, all you guys with teenage kids, the best thing that you can do for them is to get rid of the iPhones and the Androids and get a ass a goddamn flip phone,
clamshell,
the Obama phone,
the
clap,
the old Razor. Remember that old Motorola?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you upgrade it, just give them a Trio or a BlackBerry, and they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be cool. They're gonna be okay.
Because Instagram already has vanishing mode already.
Yeah.
So they're just adding another thing to it.
But it only vanishes. Now watch. Now
if
it
the other
only
person
vanishes for all the rest. Because if the FBI got to see some shit, they can go ahead and get that motherfucker. Because it don't go. It's in the clouds. Whatever you do is in the damn clouds. So you ain't gonna never get past them.
So I want to get the ladies' thoughts on this. Ladies, what are your Checky? What are your thoughts on Big Pink, who was given this class? What are your thoughts?
Big Pink. So
Big Pink.
I'm gonna share something with you. I'm disturbed and I'm sad because anytime some foolishness is let out or released on our people, we're always at the helm. They always have a black woman at the helm. And the black woman will always be a plus size woman. You want to know why? Because everybody loves Big Mama. That's why. Anytime you want to get someone to do something, you put a big plus size black woman at the helm, because everybody remember, in everybody family, we always had Big Mama. And everybody always listen to what Big Mama said. And if anybody say I'm lying, y'all lying to yourself, because that's what they do all the time. When they want some foolery to happen, they will put a big black plus size woman at the helm to give you foolery. Where is it that makes sense? Where is it that makes sense that, just freely give your body? I remember when T.S. Madison came social media talking about the same day you meet a ninja, just fuck them. 7 days. 7 days until you meeting them, just fuck them. Can you imagine?
Dude, I don't understand. I don't know if the women understand who not take heed. I'm sorry.
T.S. Madison.
T.S. Madison actually is. T.S. Madison is a formal porn star, transsexual porn star.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of these when you heard Monique talk that bullshit about T.S. Madison, as if T.S. Madison can validate her. No, that is somebody, for one, that's an infiltrator. Women should always rebuke that motherfucker right there. It's the same way with this woman that we talking about right now. She had a bow tie on with a blazer, and she had pink on and she had her titties on her lap. That's showing you a hybrid. She's an hybrid,
right? No,
but she is an infiltrator. She's an infiltrator. That's what she is. And at the end of the day, women need to rebuke her and say, "Get the fuck on somewhere," because ain't nobody trying to fuck with you. We seen what she tried to do. You're gonna put a little fact in, and then you're gonna sprinkle that shit with all the other bullshit that you got going on. Fuck her.
But that's what they do. That's what they do. And then everybody sit up and believe it. Oh, my virginity is nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And the thing that breaks my heart so much is that as melanated women, we don't understand how sacred our body is. Because remember, you gotta lay down and open your legs. You gotta lay down and open your vagina. That means you're opening up your body to any type of disease, any type of unwanted pregnancies. You gotta open your body. And I think this is the thing that we miss when we teach our young women. You gotta open your body. A man just have to insert, but you gotta open your body. That's why I stress this so much on my channel. You gotta lay there and be conquered. You gotta lay there and be conquered. So whoever is going in your body, you want to make sure they're covered so that you don't reap any unwanted pregnancies, unwanted diseases that you can't get rid of. And they sitting up here promoting that sex is amazing. Now let me share something with you. Sex is amazing. Yes, it is.
It's the shit.
It's good. Facts. Okay. We're not gonna sit up here and lie. But the problem is that y'all going about it the wrong way. You going about it the wrong way. When you going up here just sleeping with everybody, you giving that but JJ to everybody, and that's what it is. Because you freely liberated. But then you'll be like Monique one day. She was crying to her husband, talking about how many men she has screwed. And I felt her pain. She sat up there, she was crying to her husband, talking about how many men she screwed. And you know what her husband said to her? Baby, you just got friendly pussy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said to her. You wasn't no hoe. You just got some friendly pussy.
Say it right, Take Heed. He tasted himself before he said it. He said, yes. Baby, you just got friendly pussy.
This is the thing. And we just want our women to freely be liberated. And let me share something with you. Being freely liberated doesn't mean you go out and lay up with everybody. Being freely liberated could mean that you went to Mount Everest. You climbed up Mount Everest. You traveled the world. Freely liberated does not have to mean that I open my legs for 100 men. Where's we doing that at? Why do we think that this mess makes sense? And here we go, cupcake with all that pink on, up there telling women it's okay. That, that doesn't mean anything. No, heifer, it mean a lot. It mean a lot. I'm done.
Before somebody else come up, I'm gonna just tell Black Man to go to hell because I know what he's getting ready to do. So damn you, brother. I know what you gonna do. So I'm gonna tell you beforehand, go to hell.
Hey, while you over there cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Lady Navor for the Cash App.
Me too. Yes, sir. Lady
dropping them bombs.
Lady Navor, thank you for the $5 Cash App for me as well. Also, thank you to JT, What We Know Podcast, with the $10 Cash App. I appreciate you guys. We almost there. I can feed two of them now. Got two more to feed. Shit. All right. Anyway. Thank you so much, guys, for those Cash Apps. Let's get Anissa. Anissa, what are your thoughts about Big Pink?
I like to keep calling a cupcake. Only thing I can say about this is parents, get your kids, talk to your kids, have open communication with your kids so that they are not misled and led astray by these type of people. It's just super important, especially in this day and age. You gotta have that relationship with your kids. You gotta have that open line of communication, and you gotta be willing to teach your kids when the time comes, and not be afraid to say that, if I tell them this, it'll make them do it. No, they're already going to be exposed to this stuff in the world. So it's your responsibility to put the right information in your kids so that, they don't get led astray by this lady and other people that spread this nonsense. So it's just a crucial time. So that's all I have to say. Everybody else had very good points to say on this.
Thank you, Nessa. Miss Jenny, you've been awfully quiet. I want to hear what you got to say.
The first thing that comes to mind to me is how just the Bible remains undefeated. And it says that the love of money is the root of all evil. And so you can always follow the money when it comes to evil. And so how ironic is it that Planned Parenthood, the people who make their money off the backs of the unborn, killing the unborn, would put out a message that says that virginity is not real. And so how ironic and how coincidental is it that you teach young girls that their virginity is worthless, so then they go out and have sex, and then they end up with unwanted babies, and then they turn back to the same people who told them that their virginity was worthless to go and get rid of those children. Isn't that funny? And so
you set them up, we knock them down.
Right.
Exactly. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a circle, it's a circle of death instead of the circle of life. And so it's strategic. And these people, we might think that they're dumb or that, they're just opportunistic or whatever. But at the end of the day, like we battle not against flesh and blood. This is wickedness. This is evil. I mean, to tell young girls and boys too, because boys' virginity matters too. And to tell young people that their virginity is worthless, it's not real, it doesn't matter, it's just like riding a bike, it's wickedness, it's perverted, it's satanic, and so it's just, I mean, it's almost leaving me speechless with just how much bad content it is. And so, like JT was saying, just I don't even think it's worse to try to get your kids, cell phones or smartphones. So the older they get, and if they need to go places, then get them like a pager or get them a flip phone. Anything that doesn't have internet access.
Call nobody.
Yeah, you can't call nobody.
Yeah. Because it's too dangerous. Because you don't know what they're doing and what could be contacting them, and like I know on iPhones you can airdrop, so you don't even have to have somebody's number. Someone could send them something perverted or disgusting, and they have no idea who sent it, and it's just random, and now the person's in the wind, and so it's just so many avenues to poison your children, and so you just have to stop it before it even gets started.
Yeah, Miss Jenny, there's a show on TV. I don't know if anybody saw it, lost in translation, the rest of you guys, where they're setting kids up to meet with adult men. And they set these young girls up to meet with adult men. And the parents believe, watch this, most parents believe, not my baby. And so they reach out to the little girl. They have the grown man talk to her. She said, oh my God. He say, leave your mama house, sneak out, and come see me in the park. This is at 10 o'clock at night, 11. Almost midnight, the girl sneaks out. The parents are in disbelief.
What is this? How to catch a victim?
No. The actual guy that's talking to them is the actual guy that's trying to teach them a lesson about being online, talking to me.
That's what I'm saying. It's like how to catch a predator in reverse. It's like how to catch a victim.
You catching your kids.
In one episode, he asked the girl to meet him at a hotel 10 miles down the road. She took a goddamn Uber. He sent an Uber to get her halfway down the road. She went, and she walked in the hotel room, and her mama was standing behind the door and grabbed her. Her mama put the mask on and said, come here. And she said, oh. And she pulled the mask off. She said, this your mama. Why the fuck would you leave my house at midnight to come meet a man at a hotel? And you're 13 years old. Like, what are you doing?
The girl peed on herself.
Bro, it's bad, bro.
I was in her pants, man. Just messed up.
But you gotta be careful because you don't want to end up.
He said, baby, you just got friendly pussy.
Oh!
Pull up with these.
Got him.
I hate you.
Got him. JT was like,
He said, baby, you just got friendly pussy.
Oh! Well, I'm a masterpiece. I'm a master of this shit, bro. I can do it all day. All right, so
I'll be quiet in the motherfucker on these panels now. I'll be like, nope, I ain't saying shit.
So who did we get? Embrace the Grace, have you gone yet? Did you say anything about Big Pink? Okay, you did. Anissa, you said something about Big Pink. Okay, Elmanize, you said something about Big Pink. No, what are your thoughts about Big Pink? Cupcake.
No. Somebody need to check Big Pink, make sure Big Pink is what she's supposed to be before she get up trying to dispense all that wrong information.
She'll bull that.
I mean, I'm sorry. I got I got tranny vibes from the very beginning.
You hear me?
I'm disturbed. It was just the amount of wrong information, the dismissal of heterosexual sex. I mean, that, so because you decide to do something else, now sex has a whole nother meaning. Sex is sex. It's receiving and penetration. End of the story. All of that nonsense she was talking about, the hymen, is garbage. Tampons, and as much as I rode my bicycle, mine should have been way disintegrated. For real, by the time it had been disintegrated, trust me, it was not. That shit hurt like hell. Listen, somebody need to call me when they start putting these commercials and all this information together, because that was just stupid. I mean, no. But like what Take Heed was saying, I always go get these big overgrown black, you know what I'm saying, folks. They used to look like Big Mama. Now they looking like Saucy Santana.
Yes, absolutely.
So you up here supposed to be representing women.
Yes,
but you're not even looking like a woman.
Elemental P.
Because I mean, right, I had to force myself to listen to that nonsense because I couldn't get over the aesthetics. I was stuck on that. You on here with 17 different shades of pink, no bra, no belt, pants all the way up here. That looked like rerun and drag. I'm just saying.
BBL in the front.
That was a hot mess, and then you sit up here trying to convince
ran over Jergens model
females that virginity is a made-up concept and the anatomy is not real. And even if you eating groceries or whatever it is you doing on the other side, you can do that and you still ain't really had no type of sex. Like, it was complete and total foolishness, but it was rooted in that was a whole demon talking.
Yeah, it was.
Literally, that was a whole demon.
That was Beelzebub.
Yeah. Yep.
So I want to lighten the mood a little bit.
I feel like I need to find this holy oil because I had been subjected to that. That was foolish.
I'm definitely taking me a goddamn shower.
Turn that upside down so we can see what's going on.
I want to lighten the mood. I want to go to marriage real quick. There was this older couple who had been married for 45 years, and they were on stage with a pastor and his wife. And they asked the lady, how do you stay married to a man? How do you keep a man happy for 45 years? What's the secret? And this is what she had to say.
How you keep a man happy for 45 years?
Oh my God. Yeah, Miss Sam. Tell him. Oh my
Okay. Let the church say yeah.
Y'all heard what was said. Take heed. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is right up my alley.
I love it. That's what
a lot of people get offended at me saying this, but I promote you sucking your husband dick. Yes, I do. I promote it. I promote you suck your husband dick. I didn't say boyfriend. I didn't say fiance. I said your husband's dick. That's what I said. I promote it. Yes. I'm a teacher in this, okay? I promote it. I got my right hand up right here.
Why is she glowing? Where did that light come from behind? Take heed. Where did it come from?
Smiling?
Just started glowing and shit.
Oh my God.
All right. Continue, sis.
Oh my God.
Your device isn't set up yet.
Shut up.
Download the Google Home app on a phone or
go ahead.
So that's, you know what, she's right though. I like that advice she gave the crowd. She's right. That love making, I always tell y'all, in marriage, that love making has to be at the top, at the helm. I'm not saying that this is what you're supposed to only be focused on. I'm not saying that, but it should be at the helm. So everything else can trickle down easy, because you and your husband need that connection. Y'all need that oneness. You need to be more affectionate with each other. I even tell women on my channel, sometimes when he's just sitting on a chair, go lay on him, sit on his lap, bother his beard, kiss on him, bite on him. That affection needs to be there. I aggravate my husband all the time. Today, he was off today. We was in his house by ourselves. I aggravate this man all the time. He was like, you just bad. I was like, yes. And the kids ain't.
The presence of the Lord is here.
I'm just telling you. And that's how you keep the family together. That has to be at the helm. I don't care what anybody else tell you. That has to be at the helm, so everything else can trickle down easy. Let me share something with you. I have got some stuff. I don't want to say I have done some stuff, okay, that I will have my husband saying stuff in our room that he know on a good day he would not do, okay? But once I had already laid it down, he had to come through with the promises because he had made them in the bedroom. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it works. Take heed to the message. I'm done.
Yes. How? I'm sorry. I had to remind myself where I was at. Praise God.
Whew. I had to have a moment. I had to have a praise break right there.
Hey, from all the way from heaven, from Sweet Brother Rance. Thank you, Sweet Brother Rance, all the way from heaven.
Take heed, it took us there. The doors of the church is open. Lord, we should let her go last. Jesus Christ. Anissa, what do you got to say about this suckerage? What's going on in your mind when it comes to this? Oh, Lord.
Hey, I say let the church say amen. I saw nothing wrong with what she said. Hey, between a husband and a wife, I think anything goes. So, do what you got to do to keep each other happy and satisfied. So I approve the message. I saw nothing wrong with it. So
ooh, when he on small, bring him that hole. Embrace the grace. What are your thoughts? Talk to me.
I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to be like Heed right now. I got something to share with you. And no jokes aside, I am living proof that can actually happen, because I sat my husband down and I asked him, why did you do it? Why did you cheat on me? In 12 years, I only denied you sex twice. And he told me straight up, because you wasn't sucking enough dick. And I clenched my pearls. And I said, but you told me that wasn't something you was into. He was like, well, that was 10 years ago. I said, well, I didn't get the fucking memo. I mean, you could have texted me, emailed me, smoke signals, banged your penis on my forehead, something. But I'm here to let y'all know that shit is real, because he found somebody that was sucking his soul, and our marriage broke up and never went back to the same. So I made it a point in my life. I went back and saw some pornos, retaught myself how to do that. And ladies and gentlemen, less nagging and more gagging. Okay? That's what we got to. Please forgive me. Keep that stomach full and them nut sacks empty. Because I'm telling you, it matters to a man. You know, the ejaculation is different from head and coochie. So if you guys think it's a joke, I'm living proof. I used to be embarrassed to talk about this, but now I'm using it as a learning tool for other women. Don't be too cute to sweat the men's out, and you got to do it. To do what you got to do. He shouldn't have to ask for it. It should come naturally. You should want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, y'all men need to keep that shit appealing, because that was one thing I told him. You got to shave. You got to groom down there, because it got to look nice for me able to, hold one mic. You know what I'm saying? So, again, ladies, I'm going to end with this. Less nagging and more gagging. I digress. My mic is muted.
Shit, I'm going to clip that. Oh, shit. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. You and Take Heed. I think y'all rehearsed this sermons before y'all came up here. That's what happened.
They were sharing notes, definitely.
They were sharing notes or something. Because something happened.
Yeah, something really happened.
Because a lot of men gonna be telling their wives,
If you
don't give me no shit. I'm about to shout. Sister Jenny, I don't know what you're gonna do on this one. Sister Jenny, what are your thoughts? Because I know you've been over there about to shout. So just come on, let it out, baby. Let us know what you're thinking.
I don't disagree with the message. But Leith and I were kind of on the same page. We were saying like it's a little too explicit for church. I think that there's a time and a place, and there's a proper way to say things. But yeah, the message itself is perfectly valid. And I think that the bigger sentiment of it is just like, do what makes him happy. And so if he's into that, then yeah, you do that. Or if he's into something else, like if he's really into sports and he actually really wants you to watch it with him and you don't like it, then you need to put aside your pride and humble yourself and submit to him and watch that with him. It's just about pleasing your husband, submitting and obeying to your husband like you're supposed to. And so that general idea, it just applies in all the different areas. If he has a certain thing that he likes to eat and you don't like cooking it, well, cook it anyway, because, you're supposed to submit to him. So yeah, I think that it's solid advice. And even if I didn't, I can't argue with the results because they've been married a long time. So it must be working.
And Sister Jenny, everything that he want to eat, she ain't got to cook. Who up next?
All right. Did we get Anissa?
A white school, turn her camera off. She over there sweating or something. Come on, walk back over here.
I'm
white
working.
School. I know that's right.
Yes, I
we know you working.
We know you
I
working.
totally agree with what the lady said. And everybody's like, oh, it's cringy. But the Bible says the elder woman is supposed to tell the younger woman what to do. So why are you arguing with the word? If I tell you what to do to save your marriage or to get closer to your man and what worked for me, and we all talk about what proves and like what we follow people that have success, do what she says or take the suggestion. And the Bible says so. So let's get over that. Because we always talk about, oh, nobody told me nothing. Nobody showed me nothing. And now we got a lady that's been married for 40 plus years telling what was successful in her marriage. And we also have Take Heed, which is my elder, Embrace, which she learned from that mistake. So obviously there's a common denominator around that. And also happened to me in my marriage. Same thing, Embrace and Grace. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But
never again.
To get intimately close with your husband, like Miss Jeannie said, make a combo. If you don't like sports, sit over there with him. Then, like Miss Take Heed said, go lay on him, put your head on, do those things to become close and create that bond and that intimate time with your husband, because you guys are one. It is your job to sustain the marriage. You are the woman that sustains him. That's supposed to be his piece of where he goes to the opening up. Like, I'm gonna open up to him in my mind, soul, spirit, and my body. So that is supposed to be relegated to my husband. Sorry, everybody else talking about boyfriends and all that stuff. No, if you don't want to be a boyfriend that long, make the courting process short and marry her right off the rip. So problem solved there. So do the thing. It's the bed is not defiled, and please your husband, and not also keep pouring into him. Ask him to please you as well. It's a two-way thing. So.
Well, these women, I think they got together for the show. I feel bamboozled. I think they got together before the show.
They knew this shit was going down.
Anissa said, amen. Embrace the grace said, Embrace chapter 3, verse 45 says, less nagging and more.
And more gagging.
They writing a new book.
Please, I would
They
like
writing a
to
new book.
address something real quick. Somebody in the chat was saying something about Niecy Nash, right? I hope I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
That her marriage got destroyed because she was doing the same thing, giving her husband head or sexually pleasing him, and her marriage got destroyed. Her marriage got destroyed because she had a secret desire, and y'all already know what that is. She had a secret desire, and she wanted.
And she was cheating.
Okay, so let's not just she was giving him head, and that's why the marriage still didn't work. No, because she had a secret desire outside of trying to please her husband. So let's get that right. Let's clarify that. And also, I want to share something with you too, Grace. You know, I told you I was married before. I was married at 19. And I remember when I found out my first husband was cheating on me, right? And you know what he said to me? He said to me, a man needs a housewife and he needs a hoe. That's what he told me. He said he needs a housewife and he needs a hoe because he can't see his wife doing the things that his hoe does for him. And I remember when I got years later, when I got married again, I was still in my 20s, but I got in my 20s. Years later, when I got married, I said, never again. I put it in my mind. I said, I will be the housewife and I will be the hoe. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
But the thing is, he didn't communicate this with me. All he had to do was communicate. I don't have a problem doing that, and never did. But it was something that he expressed to me at the beginning of the relationship that he wasn't into. And I get it. Our desires change. We evolve. But communicate that with me. For you to just step out and do that, I wouldn't have had no problem. But that's where he made the mistake. He didn't communicate that with me. And it was an easy fix. It could have been, and we could have still been married and celebrating when we got married in 2010. We could have been celebrating 16 years of marriage. But because you chose to pick another alternative to fix the problem, that's what happens. But I'm just letting you guys know, ladies, and all the ladies here on the panel, you got to gag and less nag. Okay?
You know what? I'm gonna take it to church real quick, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you didn't already.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna take it to church. If you are a woman and you're married and you are in a sexless marriage, you're nagging and not gagging, and your lips are not partaking in the rod of life. You are an ungodly woman. Let me say that again. If you are not, you're an ungodly woman. You are not of God. If your man is leaving the house dry every day, if your man leaving the house dry, hard, unpleased, unreleased, you are not a godly woman. Your man should not leave the house full of something that you were designed to deflate. Ladies out there, if you're listening, I know y'all gonna get mad and I ain't got to do nothing. You don't, but Becky at work, she gonna suck his. You heard what Embrace said. It's women out there that can move states across state lines with that head. They're magnificent. And I'm telling you right now, if Becky get a hold of your husband and you ain't even get him no head, and Becky pull it, got it, gone.
Did you hear what I said?
And sometimes that head. You to my girl, I got that good diamond coochie. Sometimes that head outdo that coochie. I'm gonna tell you that now. Imagine getting some men would prefer having head over cat. Ain't nobody gonna talk about that. That's a story for another day. It's some women out here, head. Hell, you be like, don't even worry about the coochie. Just give me the head. Just Lord have mercy. She how you like to take your take heed. Said she had her husband from Africa. He was speaking Greek. You see, you heard him?
Speaking in German.
Yeah, he was
Mandarin. The German chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. But
it's 15. It's 15.
Yeah, you got to do it. If you don't do it, somebody else gonna do it for him. Imagine this. Imagine if you could take your husband distractions away from him, right? Because most men cheat when they're horny as hell. They had sex in months or weeks, and and another woman coming on to him, they like, damn. But imagine your husband getting up in the morning, he ain't got nothing to give. Shit, you done wore his ass out. And then you call him midday at work and say, and when you get home, I'm gonna wear that ass out again. What is he distracted with? What is he distracted with? He like, damn, when I get home, she gonna tear me up again.
He too tired. He drained.
Shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sport, man. I mean, think about it. When you actually talking about what sex is, it's finding that cadence with one another. This is why you always have the he.
Oh, there go another one.
Got him. You know what I'm saying? It's in cadence, right? It's if you really making love, it is that. It's a whole lot. You don't have to talk. That talking, do this and do that. No, you're already communicating with each other when it comes down to it. When it comes to sweating and your heart beating, your goddamn head, it's a whole different experience than just out here just having sex with some random person.
Yep.
It's kind of like when you got that person listen, men already know what I'm talking about. When you sit there in the morning time and y'all going to work and you look at that person and they look at you and y'all just look at each other where it's like, we did our thing. We left. The woman with it, she expressed it to you. Sometimes a woman will sit back and text you or call you and say, I still feel you inside me. You did your damn thing. That cadence, dude, I don't even know if women even understand. Y'all be singing. That's why men don't like, if you silent, you ain't gonna have your man.
Yeah, don't nobody want to have sex with no starfish.
We don't want no starfish.
Yeah, no starfish.
But at the end of the day, it's kind of like a cheerleader. You know, it's kind of like you telling the man, come on, get it. Come on. And it's like a cadence that a woman do. And that man be like, I'm gonna kill myself trying to get to where we trying to get to. It's a spiritual thing.
And husbands should not be ashamed to say what they want from their wife. I tell my wife all the time, wife, baby, go sit on my face.
Yeah, sit on my face.
What we talking about?
Look, she could be just cooking.
She'll ask me, what we doing today? She'll have a honeydew list. Go to Home Depot, go to this. She said, did you get the list? I said, yeah, I got the list. She said, okay, what you gonna do? I said, I'm finna go take a shower, eat your pussy, go to Home Depot, come back and get some.
It's all in the plan.
She said, what you say? I said, look, it's all on the list. It's on there.
You could listen, you could be all of that. You could be this the thing. You can be all of that with your woman. She's learning you when you're doing that. That is silly and serious at the same goddamn time. You know, girl,
that is the best. That is the best.
Right. And that's basically what it is. It's the communication that you have with each other, because it should be fun. It should not be something that is so damn dirty that you can't talk about it. That's the dumbest shit in the world.
Man.
I want to be at the point where when I see you in the morning time and I'm seeing you leave, I'm like, we got to do this when we come back, or be spontaneous. Or it's like literally women will bring inspiration to men. Like we can go and do our job so much better than what we did when y'all do. It's something about that cerebral thing or whatever. I don't know if I said the word right, but it's right in your mind where after you done released the way that you release, and if she can cook,
shit,
and if y'all can listen, and y'all can hang out with each other.
Standing in the kitchen, butt naked with a glass of goddamn orange juice. Shit.
Women would make men do some of the most goofiest shit in the world.
What?
I tell any woman I'm with, listen, I ain't really with that wearing matching t-shirts and shit like that. But when you put that loving on me, we have his and her t-shirts. We color coordinated. All niggas be looking at me crazy as hell. I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
But we scared to talk to our young like that. We scared to talk to our young like that. Exactly. And this is when all the nonsense come in and all the cheating come in. Because I'm gonna share something with you. When you both are making love to each other, husband and wife, I'm only talking to. When you are both making love to each other, you do role play. You know what I'm saying? Talk dirty to each other. You know what I'm saying? Get it in. Don't just be it's all you're laying there. He got you on one side. You only do it on that one side. And it's always on a Tuesday. What the hell are we doing here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, you gotta learn how to do quickies. You gotta learn how to do that. You gotta learn how to keep that love making essential.
Right.
Even with the touch and the feel, even during the day when you're cooking, you're in the kitchen, he's doing something, he walked past you. Do the rub, do the hug. You know what I'm saying? Keep it.
Absolutely.
And men, smack her on the ass. You gotta smack on the ass now.
That's the problem. That's the problem, because the older women are scared to talk to the younger ones to tell them, listen, learn how to give head. If you don't know how to give head, get a banana, use a lollipop, do the best you can. Okay? And
watch a porn.
Don't bite. Okay? I can't say the porn. I can't say the porn, but I will say this. I always tell women that the best thing that you got to understand when you making love to your husband is put it in your mind. Yeah. Put it in your mind. Yep. Wherever y'all had made love at the other day, and he had your leg at the top of the bed and your other leg up to the air, and you was
that highlight reel.
What's going on, and he all on you. This is what you put in your mind. And so that this will make you come faster. Okay? I always say this. Just take heed to the mission.
I take heed. I knew your ass was in the Olympics, goddamn it. Right. Let me tell you something.
From the chandelier.
Man, I told my wife, I said this year I want head on the Ferris.
Lost the translation.
I told her. Take heed. I told my wife, I said, listen, I want to have head on that Ferris wheel this year at the state fair. I said, because if state fair comes in September, you got until September to figure out the blueprints on how much room you need up there. But I want you, as soon as we get to the top of that wind start blowing, I want you blowing right with it, goddamn it. That's it. Shit, what is
Hey, black man. And even when she's talking, y'all just having conversation, just regular conversation, just reach out and just start grabbing just grab a titty. Just grab a titty. She gonna say, "Boy, what you doing?" You gonna be like, "Don't worry about it. Just you concentrate on the conversation which you was having." So I know what I'm doing over here.
You remember my sister-in-law came on here the other time, Mother. The yellow, remember Take Heed, she came on with y'all that night, the yellow skinned lady, pretty lady. So that's my sister-in-law. So we went to go eat. So I'm always joking with my brothers because they crazy like me. I said, "Bro, be good boy." I said, "You know it's National Head Day." And my brother said, "Yeah." He dropped his head. I said, "What the fuck? He ain't gonna say nothing." She said, "He ain't gonna say nothing because I just sucked his dick before we came in here."
Did you hear what I said?
Now, isn't that? But this is the funniest thing. When you talk to young single people, it'll be like, "Isn't that funner than sitting there with randoms and trying to find with strangers and shit like that?" That shit is what you should be like. This is what I really want right here. Yeah. All that other shit, man, is just talking points. I ain't gonna even lie. It's all talking points, bro.
But I will say this, man. I enjoy having these conversations with adult people, right? I enjoy having them with Miss Jenny, Anissa. You know, you guys are amazing. Embrace the Grace, Harmonize, Take Heed, Wife School. You just having a conversation with grown-ass women who understand the damn assignment. Yeah. Who understand the assignment. Instead of women out there saying, using it as a weapon. Oh, and what women don't understand is in the 90s, you had the anthem, "Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It." Never. You remember? Yeah. And men and women were sticking to that. Today, you say never gonna get it. Becky gonna say, "I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it." Right? Because when you say no, I'm guaranteed it's a woman over there that hates you so much, hate your relationship, don't want your relationship to succeed. She right there. She said, "Oh, it don't have to succeed. I'll be on my knees." Yeah. That's how that works.
No doubt.
And it could be a cousin, it could be a sister, it could be mama's cheating, trying to have sex with their daughter's husbands now. It's ridiculous out here. And so it's like, that's what we at today. So take heed. Y'all drop some diamonds tonight. Y'all drop some nuggets in this thing tonight. Y'all preach tonight. I'm gonna be up edit. I can go to sleep. Y'all drop some knowledge in this thing tonight. I can't even believe Anissa was amen. Anissa said, "Amen." Anissa had a wine glass. She said, "Amen."
Yes, you taking them notes, girl.
We learned something tonight. And so as we wrap it up, guys, I want to give everybody final thoughts on the show tonight. because I know people got to go hang from the chandeliers tonight after this conversation. So look at Take Heed. She's ready.
Oh, they're just wiggling, just ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can see Take Heed right now. So the camera goes, she running to the stand.
On your mark. Get set.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Let's start with Almanize. Almanize, thank you for being here tonight. What are your final thoughts for the show tonight?
She's still blushing.
Well, I enjoyed the conversation, ladies. I appreciate the confirmation of my previous tutelage on what to do. I'm on the right track, so thank y'all for the confirmation. And again, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'll be ringing you up again. We're gonna let Take Heed go last because she gonna start a sermon and this thing is just gonna go left. I'm just Lord Anissa say, I'm going to get my husband tonight. She's going to Vegas in the morning because Anissa, well, what are your final thoughts, sweetheart?
Well, yes, I also enjoyed the conversation. And I think, we have to remember those that are married already know, but those of us that want to be married and want a successful one, we have to remember that sex is fun. It's fun with your husband, and although you're his wife and you may be a mom and all of these other things, but you're also his plaything. So you have to remember to keep it fun and keep it playful. And you have forever with this person. So, and you're supposed to enjoy each other and reap all the benefits of that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I think some of the things one thing that may hinder some women is we were raised that if you were a good girl, you didn't do certain things. And I think we have to we got to change that thinking and let that go. Other cultures, they were taught at an early age how to do some things. And they've been doing it for a long, long time. But we were taught if you were a good girl, you didn't do this. Or if you're a good woman, you don't do this. So sometimes you have to retrain yourself and forget some of the things that you may have been taught. But when you get past all of that stuff, not only do you enjoy pleasuring your spouse, you also enjoy receiving it. So it's a beautiful thing, and so we have to keep that in mind.
Lord have mercy. Miss Jenny, talk to us tonight. What are your final thoughts? Wow.
I think it's interesting about what Embrace the Grace had said earlier about the first video with Suki Hana and how she was saying that they put these people in front of us, or they put these people in the spotlight to make brown women look stupid. And that also kind of dawned on me with Big Pink, as you were saying, that of course it's a Black woman that is promoting stuff that is objectively false and that is, widely accepted as foolish. And so I think that I sometimes feel like we might get weary in well doing. The Bible says to not get weary in well doing, and so we might feel like we come here week after week and we all do our own things on our own platform, and it's like am I really making a difference? Am I really invoking change? And the thing is that yes, just by us being Black women or brown women who aren't ignorant, who know the definition of words, who know what our titles are, who know what virginity is, who know how to be good wives and be productive members of society, we're making a difference. And so just by us doing what we're doing, and then on top of us having our platforms, we are the change that we want to see. And so I want to encourage us to not get discouraged, because Suki Hana, she has way more followers than all of us combined, but the pendulum is swinging, and I believe that the tide is turning. And so I think that we watch these videos, we get kind of discouraged, and we feel like the kids are bad, the Black women are bad, the celebrities are bad, it's all downhill. But tomorrow is always today, and one of us could go viral and be all over, and we could be internet famous, and then a new spotlight will be there. And so we got to keep up the good work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Jenny, for your final thoughts as well. Embrace the grace. You came in with Embrace the Grace, chapter 3, verse 43, when you say less nagging and more gagging. And so thank you for inspiring us tonight with the Bible of grace. And so what are your final thoughts, Sugarfoot?
I know I wasn't so graceful today, but there comes a time where you got to get the real nitty gritty. I want my younger girls to learn. I want our young men and our boys to be happy and have happy marriages. Because, like I told you, I don't want to catch a charge when it comes to my son. And these girls need to learn. And if their mama ain't teaching them, we have Wife School Podcast. We have Heed the Message. We have Anise, Jenny, myself. It is our responsibility. It says it in the Bible that elders need to teach the younger ones. I'm teaching my mistake. What I did wrong. I learned in therapy that I had some doing in the deterioration of my marriage. It wasn't just him. We have to learn to take accountability, teach each other, learn from our, not mistakes, but from our lessons. So again, I'll end with full stomachs, empty nut sacks, and ladies, more less nagging and more gagging.
So that's chapter 3, verse 43. Less nagging and more gagging. Then 45 says empty nuts and full guts. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I like that one. Yep.
Yes, I'm
Absolutely.
gonna help you. We're here to work together. Wife School Podcast. What are your final thoughts, Triple?
Oh, I had a blast tonight. Thank you for having me up here, Black men, everybody on the panel. Just like Miss Jenny said, like, reverting back to one of her statements, she said the Bible is undefeated, and God is not going to be undefeated at the end of the day. So I'd rather be on his side. As we see that the secular voice is being amplified, but our voice needs to be just as loud because we already know the assignment. We already know what's going to win in the end. And just know that we have to be very adamant, be very intentional with our community, with our young people. Sorry about all these unruly people in the back. With our youth, our young kids, bringing the information to them age appropriate, but definitely not saying anything, not speaking up. That's where we got in our situations. Nobody talked to me about sex. It's like, just don't do it. Okay, usually when you tell somebody not to do it, they're going to do the opposite. But if you give somebody some enlightenment of what a consequence means and where you most likely will end up, that gives them a better vision of where they're going instead of being blindly out here in this world. And thank you, RBN. I'm sorry, not RBN, BMU. I'm all over the place. Thank you, BMU, for showing and highlighting those videos because it's very, very, very imperative that we bring these issues to light and talk about them and turn the compass around, back to marriage, back to family, back to God. So I'm all here for it.
All right, thank you so much. Before you do that, I want to kick a shout out to TJ from the RBN Network. He's tonight's sponsor just now, sending in the $100 Cash App, man. Listen, he done fed everybody. God damn it. RBN, thank you, TJ, so much, man, for the Cash App, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man, for always supporting, man. He said he's at work, and we've been entertaining him his whole shift. So I appreciate you, my brother. What you say? Thank you, brother, for everything that you sent tonight, man. I appreciate it. And everybody else that also sent a Cash App tonight as well. Thank you. Take heed to the message. Thank you, JT. Thank you. I got to go down the list here. Thank you, Lady Novoa. Thank you to International Quiet Storm. Let's see here. I think that's it right now. Is it? Maybe. Okay. If I miss somebody, church to my head, not to my heart. I appreciate you. So who else we got? Oh Lord, here we go. Let me take a deep breath. Take heed to the message. I know in the morning your show is going to be very powerful. I'm definitely going to be tuning in, turn it up at work because I work with a whole bunch of corporate whores, and so I thank you so much for everything that you do, ma'am. Take heed to the message. Give us your final thoughts.
So it's past 12 midnight, and I'm 16 years married today. And
Congratulations.
I want to
Oh,
say
yes.
to my husband, my king, thank you for choosing me so many years ago. And thank you for all the beautiful.
Hold on, pause, take heat. We got to do it the right way. Rewind that shit. Go.
I want to say thank you for choosing me to be your wife. I want to say thank you for all the beautiful children we have together. And I want to say I pray to God that we continue this for a lifetime. I don't want to be with nobody else but you. I don't want to be with nobody else but you. Because I'm a problem for somebody. I'm a problem for somebody. And you already said you took one for the team. So listen, I just want us to just continue to grow old together, have our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and continue to just grow. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see nothing else. And I just want to say thank you for loving me, even in my darkest hour. Even with all my mama and daddy issues, thank you for loving me. And I also want to say, I appreciate you more than you would ever know. I know that I have been a hurricane in the beginning of our marriage, but you quenched that hurricane and you made me see a different way. And I just want to tell you, I appreciate you so much. And I don't want nobody else but you. I don't want nobody else but you. And that's my end. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Black man, you on mute.
I need a minute. Just hold on a minute.
Shit, I'm telling him he muted and I was muted.
Hell yeah,
Like
we
everybody
both
was muted.
That was God telling us to shut up and just let it sink in for a minute.
Yeah.
You need a minute.
Damn. I'm gonna need a minute.
Me too. Oh. Damn, take heed. Always doing this to us. I'm tired of it. Shit.
It's a
Now
beautiful thing.
she
It's a
went from
beautiful thing.
sucking to love it. This so bullshit. We
it's
on
all
a roller
encompassing.
coaster here. I'm
That's right, take heed.
Oh my God, take heed. I'm just Well, take heed. I just want to say, Home Depot is not going to take back those chandeliers after tomorrow. So just throw the receipt away. If you got the receipt, if you can take them back, take them back. I understand your husband's going to be in bad shape tomorrow. So I'm just glad you guys are in good hands with Allstate, because I know that the walls are going to come down. Everything just
Get the wheelchair. Get the wheelchair.
Get the wheelchair.
The oxygen tank.
Because our pain told me to tell you.
The toughest things any man has ever done is turn down a nice piece of willing, steaming ass piece of pussy.
So
that's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what the man said now. Shit, that's what he said.
Lost in translation.
That's what I heard.
And what are your final thoughts, my brother? Because no, I'm gonna get JT first. JT, what are your final thoughts, man? Then we'll go to Lost, and then I'll end this out.
Yeah, well, it was absolutely a great conversation with the ladies. I had fun, man. I had a blast on here. Tomorrow I'll be doing my rendition of the Black Man Unfiltered again, after being on that
computer hiatus.
Yeah, that bullshit ass hiatus. I bought that the people was working against me, man. They was working against me. But again, I give thanks to you, brother. Lost in Translation, all the ladies on the panel, man. It was a great show. So I end it right there.
I appreciate you, brother. Welcome back, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're gonna bring tomorrow, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What's the name of your show tomorrow?
If you love me, then you would have made better decisions before you had me.
That's hey, go ahead, take it. I ain't gonna take it from you. He said that's nasty.
What time?
9:30. 9:30. Yeah.
9:30 Eastern, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Man, appreciate you, brother. Lost in translation, my brother. What are your final thoughts on the show tonight?
You know what? My final thoughts is that, ladies, there's very little that is separating you from the ladies of the world. I'll give you an example. Monday on Humble Dad's podcast, we had us a great conversation, man,
He's in
about
the
the
chat
dating
tonight.
pool.
What's up, Humble Dad?
Yeah, Humble Dad's in the chat.
Yeah.
And one of the things I had to explain to them is that a lot of women like to rely on the fact that they have a vagina. Well, I say in sales, there's a thing we call features and benefits. Well, the vagina is just a feature. But my thing is, what's the benefit? Are you nurturing? Are you caring? Do you listen? Is your husband's heart have a safe place to lay it? You know what I'm saying? That, my friend, is a benefit. And what I tell ladies all the time, make sure that your husband's heart has a safe place to land. You know what I mean? Always make sure that it's okay for him to come in to land. You know what I mean? Anybody could go out there and do all type of tricks or whatever. But the thing about it is, do you have his ear? Can he safely trust you? I mean, that's in Proverbs.
Come on, Proverbs.
31.
Come on. I know it.
You see what I'm saying? You already know those church folks already know.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And my thing is this: take every opportunity to be his inspiration.
Yeah.
He's actually looking for that. And when a lot of times women like to think that men only want sex, that's just the way that they know how to express it. I assure you, they want the connection. And they just express it through sex. So my thing is that you'll find that there'll be times where he just wants to hold your hand. There'll be times where he wants you to rub his back. Sometimes he just wants you to whisper in his ear and say, you know what, I love you and I appreciate you. So my thing is this: make sure that you use the things that you were taught to be a good woman, to be a nurturing woman, to be an inspirational woman. You know what I mean? To be a woman of God, to seek after those things that pleases your husband's heart, because I assure you, he wants to do the same. But we have to make sure that we give each other the opportunity to do those things. So with that being said, when the world tells us to hate our women, over here, we want to do the opposite. We're going to love on them. And ladies, when the world tells you to hate on your men, you should do the opposite and love on them. And guess who's going to win? If you have all the women and the men loving on each other, then the rest of this stuff can't stand. That's guaranteed. So if you're pouring into your husband as you should, and your husband is pouring into you as you should, as Jesus Christ would say, your well will never run dry. Ladies, I want to take the opportunity to thank every last one of you for coming on tonight in your own special way, giving us the opportunity to celebrate you and for you to give back to those who are listening. I want to make sure that I take the time out to celebrate those in the chat, those who are listening around, those who gave, and those who had the desire but did not give it. I just want to say thank you for all of you who are actually making this network a great network, and we're moving forward from here on out. Black man, it's on you, sir. Thank you so much for allowing us to have this platform.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you. I appreciate everybody on the panel. I'm going to wait to Wife School Podcast stop licking our lips while you're talking, and then I'm going to start talking.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Yeah, we're gathered here. While you was talking, she said, look, there it is. See, I thought you got that. I'm gonna say something.
You better cut that out there.
Yeah, Lost in Translation got his leg cocked up on the chair over there now. He like, Lord have mercy.
Wait a minute.
Wiggling his toes.
Wait a damn minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm just practicing what I've learned from today. Take heed said to practice. No, so I don't have nobody to practice with, so that's okay.
I know that's right.
About it. It's coming.
Yeah, that holy penis coming. Just grab
It's coming. It's coming.
That holy penis is on its way. Now I do want to say thank you to all the ladies. I can't get it out.
Get ready.
Because I'm laughing at you, laughing at me. Thank you guys for coming tonight, and I'm with Lost in Translation, man. Thank you for everybody that gave. and the ones that had the heart to give and just could not give, but you did hit the like button and subscribe button and the share button, which also means a lot to the channel as well. So I appreciate all the ladies. Miss Jenny, thank you so much. Anissa, thank you for you and your wine. Embrace the Grace, thank you for the nag and gag. Wife School Podcast, thank you for the practicing of the lips before the show is over. Take heed to the message. Thank you for taking us to, Lord have mercy, to lovely land and bringing us back down and taking us back up. Almond Thank you so much for just telling it like it is. I appreciate you. And I just, I don't know how to say, thank you as much as I'm at a loss for words. You guys have dropped so many jewels tonight. And women, if you're not listening, then you don't want it. You really don't want to do the work and you don't want the assignment. And that's all I have to say. Tomorrow night, we got JT on tomorrow night. On Thursday, let me tell you what we got on Thursday. I want to make sure these guys get promoted. We got Thursday night, we have, Dr. Nkumbe and Coach K. They're doing Am I Cheating or Are You Tripping? That's on Thursday. Friday night, it's going to be, the barbershop is going to be pretty rough in the barbershop. Are you the main or are you the backup? That's Friday in the barbershop. We're going to talk about that. And then on Sunday, the gray area with Mr. Bennett and my boy, the what I call him, the Greek Freak.
The Greek Freak.
They
Grooming
will
the reviews.
Yes, they will be going over religion. They'll be talking about cultural religion on Sunday. Good. So that's going to be real good as well. So we got a lot of good shows coming up, and then we'll be right back next week again with some more topics. So I appreciate you guys, all of you guys. We're going to end tonight saying happy anniversary to the Take Heed Kingdom over there.
My sister.
Man, we love you, sister. We really do. And man, take heed. You are a prime example. You are the standard, along with the other ladies on this panel. You guys are the standard of what women should look like, what they should think like, how they should speak, how they should take care of their children, and how they should take care of their king. And I'm forever grateful for having you guys here. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. All right, we're gonna end with a little churchy. We're gonna have some church while we're getting up out of here. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Talk That Talk Tuesday, Black Men Unfiltered Network. Peace.
Peace.
Subscribe now.
How you keep a man happy for 45 years?